Good morning. It's Thursday, February 3rd, 2000, and the odds are 10 million to 1. A woman gave birth to 2 sets of triplets 20 months apart. We'll tell you about it later today.
Also coming up on Later Today, we kick off our special series on phobias, how to face your worst fears. Plus, we'll go behind the scenes at the nationwide search for plus-size beauties. And we'll meet the Golden Globe-winning star of The Sopranos, Edie Falco. From NBC News, this is Later Today with Jodi Applegate, Asha Blake, and Florence Henderson. Live from Rockefeller Center.
Welcome to Later Today. Thanks very much for joining us. And it's a Ripley's Believe It or Not kind of a story out of Baltimore, isn't it?
It's weird. The mother, Crystal Cornick, 19 years old. It's her second set of healthy triplets in less than 2 years. So figure it out, people. Do the math. That's 6 kids under 2 years old.
Well, they say she's a little shell-shocked. I think the father's still unconscious.
Probably.
However, they're all doing very well, and she did not take fertility drugs. So.
That's amazing. I need a tranquilizer. Just hearing about that story. 6 children. I have 1. You have 4 grown.
Yeah, you know, she has a fiance, but I don't know. I mentioned this the other day. There's a new concept going on here. Whatever happened to getting married first and then having the kids?
Sometimes it just doesn't work that way, Florence.
We better
in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
Well, at least they're engaged, Florence. You gotta
They
get
are
that.
engaged, but 6 children.
All I know is Valentine's Day is around the corner. Let's keep these 2 apart, okay? Just for a while.
But yeah, it's so wild. They say that you have better odds of being hit by lightning or winning the lottery.
Right.
This is kind of like being hit by lightning and winning the lottery all at the same time, I think, with 6 kids.
I wonder, you know, it's going to be a lot of work to support those children.
She is 19 years old.
Yeah, she was studying finance, and I believe he's a truck driver, and I think a local church was helping them out, but I'm sure they'd be willing to take any help that anybody could give them in this situation.
Maybe the local drugstore should help them out.
Wow.
I started calculating. I actually...
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just speaking from on a practical level. I am not a judgmental person, but as a practical matter.
But they didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, they kind of did have something to do with it, I guess.
Who did it?
But you know, you can't plan if it's going to be 1 or 3, so it just
But you can plan to not even, I mean, accidents happen, believe me. I was an accident. I don't believe any woman should be branded with a scarlet letter or anything. But if you've already got 3, you'd think you would take extra precautions.
But you never know what,
Seriously.
You never know what's going to happen.
I mean,
as they said, 1 in 10 million chance. You never think something like this is really going to happen.
Even 4 would have been a lot. I mean, 4, 5, and 6 is a whole lot. But
I was my parents' 10th child, okay? And I was born on Valentine's Day. I do not think I was a love child, but I'm thrilled to be here. So, you know.
I think that having children is a good thing. I really think that it's tough, but they were blessed. That's the way I look at it.
6 times over, and it turns out it's 3 boys and 3 girls, and as we all know, that can be made to work, right, Florence?
Here's a story of a lovely lady.
Bad work, 6 kids.
All right, Florence, bring us to the break. We're going to take a short one. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
Up next, are you afraid of heights? We'll have advice on facing your fears. And later, one of TV's Also coming up on Later Today. Want to slim down for those hot spring fashions? We'll show you the newest body shapers that put all your curves in the right places. Plus, the sexy star of Return to Me, David Duchovny, is here. And he's a champion on ice. Brian Boitano skates for us live on the Rockefeller Center rink. From NBC News, this is Later Today with Jodi Applegate, Asha Blake, and Florence Henderson. Live from Rockefeller Center.
just excited to be out of the elements, probably.
I think so. I think
But
so.
we'll take it in any case. Good morning and welcome to Later Today. And what a surreal weekend, weather-wise, around here anyway. It was like April showers bring snow plowers or something.
Yeah.
It's
That's
freaky.
pretty good. I thought I got away from this when I moved away from Minnesota. What is going on, people?
You brought it with you.
Maybe.
Well, you know, I was singing in Newark Saturday night. Thank you for all your kindness out there.
Yes.
And Jodi came, which
Florence
was wonderful.
ruled. She had that audience in the palm of her hand.
Well, what was amazing, though, it was so beautiful that night. And then Sunday morning, I woke up and there was a blizzard. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was dreaming. I thought I was back in Jersey.
Nightmare. You thought you were back in Minnesota with me.
Yeah, maybe we all had a group hallucination. I don't know. Anyway, to coin an ad slogan, what a difference a day makes. From sunny skies and 70-degree temperatures on Saturday to freezing cold and snow on Sunday. The storm seemed to catch everybody by surprise from Washington, D.C. right up through New England. Albany, New York got more than a foot of snow. Parts of Pennsylvania had about 7 inches. And here in New York, the Mets were snowed out. And we're not out of the woods just yet. More snow is expected in parts of the Midwest and Northeast later on today and tomorrow. So if you didn't get a white Christmas wherever you live, there's still hope for a white Easter.
That's right. It was such a pain. I'm trying to go spring shopping, clothing shopping for my daughter on Sunday, and she wants to run around and catch snowflakes on her tongue. And I'm trying to drag her into the car, and then Mark runs out to try and do the same thing with her. You know, a 6'4" man trying to catch snowflakes on his tongue. Very scary. Very scary.
He's closer to the sky where they come from.
Right.
He's got a better chance.
Well, my kids flew in from San Diego Friday night and Saturday. You know, it's this gorgeous day. And she said, my daughter said, oh, Mom, it's so beautiful. The kids, it's like it's summer almost. The next day, the blizzard hits, and they were, you know, they don't see snow much in California. They were out there sledding and making snowballs. They loved it.
I liked it because I was feeling guilty about not planting my flowers, so it was like an excuse not to do
That's
it, to
right.
like
They
wait
would-
a whole nother week.
Stay
And
inside.
all my neighbors who were really, you know, scrupulous and went out there early and did it.
I thought the same thing, too.
It kind of leveled the old playing field there. We're back to square one. Anyway, wherever you live, I hope you have some wonderful weather to go home to.
Brady Bunch, Growing Up Brady, the new NBC movie based on Greg Brady's tell-all account of America's most beloved television family.
This is just sick.
Growing Up Brady, what happened when the camera stopped rolling? NBC Sunday.
Tonight,
Every bug,
guaranteed, even insects others don't.
the bugs have gone to heaven.
Got bugs? Leave it to Ortho. And only Ortho has Lock and Spray, so now applying Bug Be Gone is even easier.
Every week, movie.
This is Later Today with Jodi Applegate, Asha Blake, and Florence Henderson. Live from Rockefeller Center.
And a lot of folks are heading off to the beach this weekend, or they're probably already there by now, or they're having barbecues or whatever. But Florence raced off to Indianapolis for a very special honor, the 84th annual Indy 500 flow. Hit it.
Oh, okay.
I was just flipping around the channels yesterday, and there you are.
Wow, how
Did you see her actually do it?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so exciting. You know, I was rained on. They had to hold the race, and you know, you get up there, and the Purdue band is way off to the side, and there are over 500,000 people there at the track, not to mention all the people around the world watching. So it's a feeling that I really can't describe to you. And of course, on Saturday we had the parade.
There, look at
Oh
you.
my goodness, you bathing beauty. Look at you. What's
What are
going
you doing
on there?
in
The Indy 500 has changed, people.
That's Ruth Buzzy on there with me. My classic car. They brought all the classic cars out of the museum there. And my car broke down, and so I had to get on. I had to get on with Ruth Buzzy, and if you notice, the car kind of tilts like this, and I kept sliding off to the side. So I was choking my poor husband with my feet, who's right in front of me
That's
there.
John.
Yeah, there's John.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness that's your husband. Thank you for
And you know,
clarifying
the
that.
parade, oh, there were so many famous people there, too. Anthony Edwards, you know, from ER, drove
Sure,
the pace
you are.
car. He was so excited about that. And of course, Secretary of Defense Cohen, his beautiful wife, Janet, was there. My buddy Jim Neighbors, golly.
I love Jim Neighbors.
And he sang too.
Oh, Ernie Borgnine, yes. Jim sings.
Did he sing? Ernest Borgnine? Did he sing?
No, Ernie Borgnine didn't sing. Jim sings every year back home again in Indiana, and then the balloons go off, and we had 2 Harrier bombers fly over. It was very, very exciting and a privilege. Thank you to the Holman George family and to everybody in Indiana who loves, by the way, Later Today. So there.
That's
And
great.
you had to hurry up and get home last night. Did one of the IndyCar drivers just like race you home?
Yeah, Juan Montoya, who won. He said, "Hop on, babe, we're going."
By the way, the race was great too. The race was good too.
Yes, it was a great
Won
race.
by a rookie.
And a safe one. And a 19-year-old female entered the race, youngest ever. Okay?
Yes, terrific.
All right.
Good time was had by
We are
all.
Fisher.
women hear us roar.
Sarah Fisher, yeah.
Terrific.
Great.
Well, congratulations, Florence.
Thank
We
you.
are going to take a very short break right now, and when we come back, we're going to switch gears and begin our special series on improving your memory. That's in
good.
just 60 seconds. We all need that, right? Stay tuned.
Did you read this? What you got there?
The times delivered right to your home at a price you'll love. Only $1 a week. That's 50% off. 12 free Sundays. Don't miss out on this special limited time offer of home delivery of the Sunday Los Angeles Times. Call the toll-free number now and sleep in.
Thank you very much. Yes, nice crowd. Good morning. Welcome to Later Today. Well, if you're a woman, and I know you both are,
Well, thank you.
for noticing.
or else you've really been fooling me these past several months. Well, if you're a woman and you find the phone to be your best friend during stressful times, you're normal. An article in the USA Today says there may be a hormonal reason why women want to talk when they're stressed and men just want to be left alone.
I think that's kind of the case. It
You
seems
think
like
that's true?
women want to talk about the men who are stressing them to their other friends. Don't you think? Oh.
Well, you know, that was an interesting study. I personally am the opposite. When I'm really stressed, I mean, I sort of have to work it out myself and get on the treadmill and walk and try to solve it.
Should we be calling you Floyd? No, because you know what? I was thinking I'm kind of a guy too, because I vent a little when something bugs me, but I find it very unsatisfying. So then I just end up withdrawing anyway.
No, I'm the opposite. I'll call up everybody on this planet. All my friends know. They'll be talked to.
Then
you know,
you feel
Jane
better?
or whomever. Yeah, because we end up laughing about something or it moves in a different direction. So it's fun. I really like to talk about things. Don't know if you noticed. When,
Well,
when
you know,
things are
but
stressful.
Asha, don't you find sometimes if you talk to too many people, you get all kinds of different views about how you should handle something? And sometimes if you really hold your own counsel first and try to solve it within yourself and then talk to somebody, you
I
know.
think both are good. I mean, I like to go running. I like to run, too, so that's a good time
You
for me
mean
to
run
think.
from the situation? Or
No, to run from the problem people. No, I like to run on the treadmill, too. I like the
Right.
treadmill. I don't talk to a lot of people, just 1 or 2 people that you can trust, I think is a good idea.
See, that's the problem. If you talk to everybody, after the fact, you feel sort of embarrassed that you've sort of bared your soul to too many people, and they all know your problems.
Well, do you find, though, I find that on airplanes, no matter where I am, people love to tell me their
Well,
problems.
you're Mom Brady.
You're America's mom.
Everybody
that's
on this
true.
planet, Florence, talks to you about their problems because the Mom Brady thing.
But even before I was Mom Brady, it was the same. I think you either have that feel for people, maybe because I'm from such a large family.
You know
probably.
what? I need the nurturing that you have to offer. Could you just say, don't run with scissors, just once for me?
Yeah, don't run with scissors, especially with the point up.
Brady Bunch
Especially in the
reference.
house.
Brady
Right.
Bunch reference.
I feel so much better. I feel so much better now. Anyway, thank you very much, Florence.
You're welcome.
Don't you all feel better?
You all feel better, don't you?
Not the man. Not the man.
You do. Let's hear it. Yeah.
All right.
The men just want to be left alone.
I know, they're looking for the exits right now. You got to stay for the rest of the show, pal. You're not leaving. In fact, coming up, talking of stress, advice for moms, how to keep your sanity while staying home with the kids. That's
Out here on 3, I believe, and greeted me with flowers, as a matter of fact, and took me inside.
And you were about 20 then, right?
I was
somewhere around there.
Well,
for
1959. Okay, everybody.
Oh, that's right.
I was born in 1934. You do the math. You know what? Why in every newspaper do they always say Florence Henderson 65? Do they have to say that? They don't say it after the men.
But you know what? I think they're impressed, though, because
they
she's
are?
so full of life. She's so vivacious and
Look, it's
funny.
only a number. Age is only a number. You're only as old as you feel.
I tell you what.
As a matter of fact, I have a question for everyone. If you didn't know how old you were, how old would you be? Okay,
28.
I'm
Always
about
28.
21, 22.
27 was a very good year.
I think late 20s is perfect because you're sort of old enough to have a little disposable income and young enough to enjoy it.
And a couple of disposable relationships, probably.
Yeah, really behind
And
you.
we'll be getting into all of that later on.
Yes, and that's what we have to be careful about.
Let's not rattle
No,
these
okay, yes.
anymore
Very
until
noisy flowers.
Jodi takes us to where we're going. Where are we going,
And
Jodi?
where are we going?
Our first commercial break, because somebody's got to pay for all this, right? We're going to take a short break, and we will have much more coming up right after this. Please stay tuned.
Still to come on Later Today, a great debate. Should you choose the sex of your baby? Plus, during that commercial, Costner's stylish bedroom.
And the best today, the owner of the famed Left Bank restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Chef Jean-Pierre. I love to say that.
Thank you very much.
Bonjour.
How are you?
Bonjour, yo, I love French.
Two
don't you?
kisses. In French, we get our money's worth. We get two kisses.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I can speak French. I speak French.
That's good.
That's my French.
That's a good start.
Sounds good, right?
That's a good start.
So we're going to make fettuccine.
We're going to make the most unbelievable fettuccine, I promise you. No fat. That's the beauty. You know, everybody's always afraid to eat the cream sauce.
Right.
The reason why you want the cream sauce is because you have that smoothness, you have that texture. We're going to create that today without the fat.
Yes, well, French cooking normally, though, does have a lot of butter, a lot of
The
cream.
old-fashioned, the nouvelle cuisine is much lighter, much healthier, much more fun. And that's all it is. Cooking is fun. Cooking is a hobby. Let's really enjoy it.
Everything should be fun.
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly what I was saying earlier. You know, I was just telling people earlier, cooking is like any hobby, like tennis, like golf. You need to learn the fundamental, then you can have fun.
Then you can enjoy it.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay,
we're
you
gonna
have
start.
in there, you have...
We have a little fettuccine. We're going to cook with tenderloin of chicken. Then we already have sauteing. Then we don't waste any time. On the right side, we have the star's ingredients.
Oh, wonderful.
On the left side, we have the normal ingredient. You have the star ingredient.
Is he smart?
I'll tell you.
You gave me the star ingredient.
All right, the first one you're going to put in is a nice smoked ham.
Smoked ham and fettuccine.
97% fat-free smoked ham. No fat.
What if you don't... Shall I dump it in?
Yeah.
But
go
what
right
if you
ahead.
don't like ham, or what if you're...
Okay.
What if you're Jewish, you know?
Then put some shrimp, put some scallop,
Okay.
put some extra mushroom. Portobello mushroom would be wonderful in there. You got to bring texture and flavor. Now, the beauty about smoked ham is as we're sauteing,
Yes.
we are extracting the beautiful smokiness. Can you smell it?
The beautiful smoking. You
Smells
could
great,
sell
doesn't
me
it?
anything.
Eh? Now we're going to put a little bit of mushroom.
Okay.
A little wild mushroom, shiitake, cremini, chanterelle, whatever you can find. More texture, more flavor, more texture. You have to put in as many different kinds as you can. Now, a little scallion.
Okay, here
to
comes
give
the
a nice
scallion.
little onion flavor.
Onion.
No, that's
Onion.
very
I
good.
feel like Maurice Chevalier. Onion. Oh.
Well, we should start dancing.
Baby.
Oh, very
Oh,
good.
Jean-Pierre. You know,
like
I
that.
sang that when all the great French chefs came to California to honor Julia Child.
Yes.
And I sang a parody of Julia.
You did?
Thank heaven for Julia Child. And you know, she got a letter. I read this in People magazine about French cooking. And Mrs. Pritikin took her to task for using so much butter and cream and sugar in her cooking. And so Julia wrote back to her and said, well, Mrs. Pritikin, perhaps if you'd given your husband more sugar, cream, and butter, he might be alive today.
Holy macaroni, that's funny. Leave it up to Julia. She comes up with it. The other star ingredient, instead of cream, instead of heavy cream, evaporated skim
My
milk.
mother used to use
You
evaporated.
see, your mother
Yeah.
knew better.
Right.
You see, evaporated skim milk. Now, the key of it is we want to bring it to boil.
Yes.
But we don't want to bring it to boil too much because it's evaporated skim milk and has no fats.
Oh.
So what happened is
The fat doesn't necessarily add flavor, does it? It adds calories.
it has, well, no, with the fat, no, you're right. You're exactly right. Fat doesn't necessarily add flavor. It has a lot of calories. Holy macaroni. What up?
Mrs. Brady!
Holy macaroni.
I think you left us in your other kitchen.
How are you? Wonderful.
wonderful.
Andy Davis.
How are you?
I'm getting a glorious lady or not. I'm so happy for you.
I love
can't
this lady
stand it.
so
What's the deal
much.
with the paisley pot?
Well, because remember our paisley pot in the kitchen?
In our kitchen.
Yes, and I said, if you can find a paisley pot, you know what, I think they painted this just for me. I don't think one exists. Oh, Jean-Pierre,
This is
Andy
great.
Davis, who is
Very
Alice.
pleased to meet
Alice
you. Yes,
on the Brady
I
Bunch.
know. I remember. Yes. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, well, poor Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre is making for us fettuccine.
Hey, I'm making the most unbelievable cream sauce.
Let me
Remember?
give you a few hints.
It's lovely.
Yes, go ahead. Help
You
me
know,
out.
you know
Now,
what, Jean-Pierre?
Oui.
And B cannot cook.
No?
No, not a stitch.
Really?
I'm an actor. I
It
do
was
it
all
on
that.
television.
Holy macaroni. A little bit of chives.
Yes. Oh,
We're
yes.
gonna finish it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And what a surprise.
Did you put the nutmeg in?
Oh, you know, I didn't do it. All of a sudden, I
Jeez.
forgot. Holy
Put the nutmeg
macaroni.
in there.
Now, the star ingredient, folks, is the nutmeg. Just
Why?
a little bit of nutmeg. Because they give you that wonderful nuttiness, wonderful fragrance.
Oh.
Then we take... Go ahead.
Jean-Pierre, while you're doing that, I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I can hardly speak.
There you go.
We'll be back in just a minute, okay? And if you'd like the recipes for the fettuccine and the garlic bread, you've been... just check out our website at latertoday.msnbc.com. We're back in a moment, but first, this is Later Today on NBC. I'm so happy.
Yes.
I can't believe Katie and Matt, Rosie O'Donnell, everybody, Jean-Pierre,
And is it weird to cook in a kitchen that isn't like bright orange for Micah?
Oh, you got to use bright orange
it's
for
weird for her to be
Micah.
cooking. Thank you all for being with us. God bless you. Come back tomorrow.
See you later. Bye. Take care.
Sharon Stone danced
To a headache, to arthritis.